Hello everyone, I'm Curtis Lavender and welcome to Milestone Music. Now this video is not going to have the same mic quality. I'm currently just visiting away at the moment, but I wanted to do a quick little demonstration or tutorial just because there are some people that are still a bit confused by this, and it's always good to have a nice little reminder and easy explanation of things. So I'm currently in SoundPrism Pro, and I'm just going to talk through MIDI, how we can straight up connect this to, say, a DAW with some built-in sounds. Nothing too complex, not routing it through any other apps, just directly routing it to. So if you press this little circular button here, you'll see that you can mute SoundPrism sounds. Now this is important since when we're controlling other sounds, we don't necessarily want to have the SoundPrism sounds coming through as well. So we'll mute them first. So now as I click, nothing's happening. And then if we click on the home button, we can go to preferences, we can click on the MIDI button, and we can click on sources and destinations. See, it's got two sections here. SoundPrism sends MIDI to these devices, and SoundPrism receives MIDI from these devices. We only are concerned with sending out. So we will send the MIDI from SoundPrism to Cubasis, and that will be that. MIDI In channel OMNI, because this is going to be the only MIDI app that we're going to use. But maybe in subsequent videos, I'll talk about hooking up multiple MIDI devices, whether that's an external MIDI controller or another app, how to control them all at the same time. Anyways, we've got this now routed in to send to Cubasis. Now if we go over to Cubasis, what we first need to do, we're in a brand new project here, we need to click the add button in the bottom left and add a MIDI track. Now let's pick a sound that we would like to use. If we go into the media and click instruments, we have loads of things. So we don't really want a drum machine, we want to, because it's SoundPrism is based around big chords and having basses to go with that. We want a full-on almost orchestra-like sound. So if we can find some strings of some kind, that'd be really helpful. There's some tape strings, but I don't know, I'm not sure about that. I'm sure there is. There we go. Slow strings, soft strings, that'll be nice. Double tap that, we've got that in, and if we click the keys here, so there we go, that's fine. But now, as if you remember correctly, we have the SoundPrism sending MIDI through, it said OMNI, so that's all channels. If we look in the routing process here, you can see it's accepting all MIDI ports from all channels. So when it says OMNI, it's sending through every single one of these. And just to be safe, we can say we only want to receive from SoundPrism Pro for this channel. If we head back over to SoundPrism Pro now, it's controlling the sounds from Cubasis. So there we go, just to show you, if we had them both at the same time, so if we went with the organ sound, they will both sound at the same time, and it could actually create a really interesting dynamic. So, and of course we've got these buttons on the left here, where we can customize how many notes we want all at one time. So this will be just one layer for one square. And that way we can pick and choose what we want. if you're just wanting to randomly press buttons, like I like to. And then, of course, these bottom few buttons control how many of the same note when different octaves are played. So at the moment it's 2, now it's 3. And then this is, of course, how many of the chord are played. So going along this C, we'll have a huge sound there. I think the thing I really like about SoundPrism Pro is that it is necessary if you want that huge, thick texture, especially from strings and such, because, of course, it's just so much better than rather than having to stretch like all your 10 fingers as far as possible rather than just pressing only 2 fingers, one for bass, one for every note in the chord. So yeah, that's why I love it. And of course, there's a lovely hold feature. And that's really it, you know? You can experiment with loads of different combinations of things. Anyways, that's all for this episode. I'll be back with another episode on this and possibly more videos of a different variety in the near future. This has been Master Music. I've been Curtis Lavender. Thank you for watching.